dating now?
I mean, to be fair to Calico,
It's
you
like
did hear Sophia say
neutral.
that he was going to bring a friend back here to look at the urn. So staying here is perfectly fine. We'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
He's just ignoring that guy completely now.
Poke, 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 poke. Na na
Yeah.
na 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 na.
Lesmine just kind of gives a shrug and lets you go to your meditation. Meanwhile, outside,
Sophia is walking along as nonchalant as possible while being poked.
mm-hmm. As you are continuously being poked, Sophia, you do eventually spot that of a half-orc woman currently kind of sizing up one of the nicer buildings in town. You see them kind of pull out a small, pad and a pencil. Start writing down some notes. Any
Sophia will walk
notes
up.
I should know about this wonderful lady?
Nothing beyond what I've already told you. You
Well,
can
I
feel
guess
free to throw in your own flavor.
my other question is, what does she look like?
She's much taller, and she does have like a more muscular build, despite the fact that she hardly works out.
Mm.
She's got like she's got like glasses, kind of a secretarial look, but that's just comfortable for her.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Aside from that, her hair is a bit like on the shorter end, a bit unkempt. And she's wearing more sophisticated clothing than most other people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you make your way over to this fairly well-dressed half-orc. As he kind of is looking over the building, and she notices, the group of you making your way up. It's like, well, well, seems you certainly took your time.
Yeah, no kidding. See anything you like? Gesturing at the building she was she was looking at.
Eh, nothing that'd be worth going over. We're too far out in the boonies for anything to really be worth it.
A fair enough observation. Got any free time on you?
I got nothing but time. We're mostly here for you right now.
Well, and in that case, follow me. We got something for you to take a look at.
Mm-hmm. She closes her pad and puts it away as she walks with you.
All this while Sophia is
Mm-hmm.
still being poked, I guess.
Yep.
Yep, I am
Uh,
continuously poking you at every chance that I get. I'm poking your head, your face, your legs, your stomach, your back, everything. Poke, 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 poke.
As you're all walking, the one kind of tilts her head a little bit, looking over to you, Natsu. It's like,
Sha! If you got a problem, I'll poke you instead.
it would be roughly around like lunchtime, like maybe like 1, 2, maybe even 3 o'clock ish. Like a late lunch.
Sophia will look to the other three and just say, "You have any supplies you need to buy? Any of you?"
Food.
Food.
I guess I should have seen that coming.
I guess
Shiny,
throughout
shiny
all this,
thingies and food.
throughout all this, that card you threw at me, I guess it missed. So throughout this whole thing, I'm still I have not heard a word. You haven't woken me up at all.
Yep.
I go
This
over
is
to Calco.
Anything? What else do I have in my inventory that I can throw at you?
Well, Calico, you are currently being
Javelin.
poked by Natsu. Javelin.
Poke, poke.
Where are you
I'm gonna.
poking?
What?
Where are you poking me at?
I'm poking, like, your head.
Yeah. Okay. That'll probably do it.
Puck, puck,
So it's
Uh,
he'll stand straight up. He's like, huh? Oh,
hey, Sophia,
Yeet.
do you mind rolling me a perception check?
I would love to roll a perception check. 27.
27 total. Lovely. So, as this is going on, it's Natsu kind of going back to her antics, and Noodle Boop's being, thankfully, at least a little bit passive at the moment. You have a moment to just kind of observe your surroundings as everything's getting situated. Natsu and Noodle Boops are likely wanting to have food, so you can go get that later. Natsu's probably going to get Calico awake, so you'll have to fill them in. You never really have to worry about Lyra, and Glesmine's probably just going to see you off. So, as you look around, you see that just for the briefest moment, that guy that Natsu had jumped on top of, like, just leaving the establishment.
I
He
like I
was,
just saw him leave now.
like, you just saw him leave.
I'm gonna lean over to Lyra and whisper, I'm gonna step outside for a bit, keep them occupied.
Mm.
And I'm gonna start walking as quick as
So-
possible out the door.
So, as you start
While
walking,
keeping my eyes peeled for
Hmm.
just anything he could have dropped over there.
as you start walking, one of the people from this rather large table kind of steps over to get in front of you. And
Move.
just kind of like steps in your path.
I look at him and I just say move.
Mm-hmm. So, as you go and say move, nicely, this man kind of looks to you for a moment. Kind of looks like he's almost like he's sizing you up for a bit. As he rather suddenly goes and clocks you across the face for 3 bludgeoning damage. Everyone, go ahead and roll me initiative.
We all
Alright.
see that, right?
Initiative.
Yeah, it'd be fairly obvious.
Okay.
Can I
Total. 14.
contextually just be like big mistake and try?
Oh yeah.
I guess
how
I
do
would be
you roll
trying to
for
intimidate him, but I'm assuming it
initiative?
wouldn't do anything to roll it.
Oh, I mean, you can roll intimidation if you wish.
All right, I'm rolling intimidation
response?
as I say big mistake.
Uh,
23.
what do
23.
I roll for?
23.
The man
It
looks
makes
at you, clearly a little shaken by the resolve you have after getting clocked across the face. As
And I
the
got an
rest,
8. I got an 18 on initiative.
lovely.
What do
The
I
rest
roll
of the
for?
table suddenly gets up from their chairs. Some of them brandishing that of small tools at their sides, as one of them just, the largest of them, picks up the chair that they're sitting on, clearly seeming like they're going to use
Sorry,
it as a weapon.
Ignore
Tomoe,
the
were you
21
asking
for
something?
initiative, please.
Someone said to roll for initiative. I can't find initiative. What?
On your character sheet where you see proficiency bonus, it's right below that. It's also right next to armor class.
So I have a 16 total for initiative. Ignore the 21.
Mm-hmm. So, to help you find it, Natsu.
Mm.
So, you know, on the top right is where your health is, right?
Oh, found initiative. I'm dumb.
There
I'm
you go.
fucking blind.
There it is. You got it.
Okay.
So,
I guess we
Okay.
all saw this stuff happen.
I guess you have.
So I guess I'm awake now from the poking, and I guess Calico like
okay,
wraps his tail around Natsu.
12
Says,
total.
You could stop poking me now, little one. I'm awake. And it
Okay.
looks like that. And it looks like that guy over there needs help.
All right. By the way, Natsu, do you mind rolling me a perception check?
Sure.
know that nearly every dice roll you make will be with a d20, unless the thing specifies otherwise. So you don't need to ask.
Total is 23.
23, lovely.
Thank you.
So, as Sophia is, talking about this supposed other person they can talk with to figure this out, looking out across, the tavern, you eventually spot this guy over in the corner and recognize he looks kind of familiar with one, looped earring and dark clothes.
Hey! I'm gonna wave over and rush over and then jump behind him and scare him and surprise him.
You go in to, rush up to this man as he immediately jumps up. It's like, oh no, she found me!
Hi!
As he is now going to attempt to run.
I chase after him and I try to
Noodle
jump onto
Boots
him.
is going to do the same thing.
I try to catch him.
Well, all right
What
then.
do I roll?
So if you're wanting to catch him, you're likely trying to do a grapple check. So go ahead and roll me athletics.
Okay. 18
Can I look
total.
into Glasmine and just gesture to the situation in general and be like, I'm not responsible for them, am I?
18 total.
Glasmine kind of like gives you an almost sorry look. It's like, once the deal's made, you're kind of beyond my jurisdiction. I'm sorry.
Come here, bro. You're mine.
And I guess
Should have asked
Calico's
for more money.
confused.
Go ahead
Calico's
and-
like so confused looking over there. He's like, what's happening? Do they need help?
As you go and like kind of tackle this man to the ground.
Ah,
He's like, ah! Get off me!
no. I'll never get off.
Sophia kind of begrudgingly rises from his seat and begins making his way over to these three.
I guess same for
Uh,
me.
As
like-
this is happening, the nearby guard, who just looks like they've just had a very long day, they kind of see this whole situation. They roll their eyes like, man, I was just wanting a relaxing day. As he also walks over.
Hi, mister. Who are you?
Murder.
Ma'am, can you please get off of my drinking buddy here?
Drinking buddy? Huh?
Roan, come on, man. You need to stop getting people to just look at you funny. You do something about the earrings. You get thieves wanting to steal from me all the time. As the guard attempts to try and take you off of, this man, Natsu.
I guess Calico comes over there too, and he kind of like pats her on the head with his tail.
And I search him.
I think you should let this guy go, little one.
He seems familiar to me. He's my friend who gave me the earring.
I don't think I would know about that.
Well, back at the last village where I was, or town, or place, I don't know. Someone asked me to help them find someone who was stealing stuff, and they wore earrings and was very hooded.
Do you mind rolling me a athletics or acrobatics check, Natsu?
Sure. I'll do athletics.
Okay.
I kind of want to search the
14 total.
13 total. So, as you're on this man, the guard manages to separate you and kind of pick you up just off of this, the guy with the earring. It's like, come on. Nope,
Put me
that's enough of that.
down.
Noodle Boops,
Can
you're
I,
wanting to try and search the possible thief? Is that what I heard? Noodle Boops?
Noodle?
Noodle boops.
Oh, no.
Noodle?
dead. I killed
I'll
him.
go over to Sophia's thing. Sophia, what do you want to do?
Sophia.
So Natsu is currently being held by the guard.
Mm-hmm.
So she was previously established to like shiny things. So what I would like to do is I want to take out a card and sort of just imbue it with some light magical energy to make it shimmer a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then just kind of be like, "Hey, little one, you want a new toy?"
Shiny, 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 shiny! Gimme, gimme,
And
gimme!
just kind of gesture to the guard
Gimme
like
shiny!
let her go.
Gimme, gimme, gimme,
You-
gimme, 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 gimme!
The guard rolls his eyes as he lets you go, Natsu.
Shiny, shiny thingy! Shiny paper thingy.
There you go. There you go. Free shiny thing.
Don't mind
I
me.
have no idea how long that shiny will last.
Mhm.
I start waving the shiny
As-
paper object thingy, like wobbling it back and forth, and I'm just watching it.
So, you aim for trying to get his hat off as he, like, rather than kind of like looks up a little bit confused at the sudden cat person that has walked up to him as
You just
you
rested.
as you basically, rather than hitting him like directly in the face and getting his hat, you slit his throat as he immediately reaches up for his neck as he falls to his knees and dies.
Yay, murder!
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. He's dead.
Unfortunate.
Kind of puts his hands together. I'm sorry. I had to defend my quest companions.
Blood spurts onto his white fur, coating him red.
I'll say, as you've done this, you do see that this man's blood is on your paw.
Oh no.
So, Natsu, you're up.
Yeah. I look around and I see everyone fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I decide to walk over to this dude.
So, with your 24, you do manage to grab onto this man's arms. The D8 was to see how much damage you did, seemingly to try and bisect Natsu through the middle, using this table's weight. As Noodle Boops, you manage to, just in time, push Natsu out of the way
Perfect.
for you to take the brunt of the force, as you are going to take a staggering 44 bludgeoning damage.
No.
Yes.
I really
Yes.
should have taken that hit.
Yes.
He got a near perfect roll for the damage for that, by the way. On
Oh,
top of the crit.
no.
It was just... oh my.
Noodle.
So he almost max damage, right?
Yeah. He was like 4 off.
He was full.
Perfect.
Noodle Boops, you are slammed like into the ground, almost through the ground, with enough force that the table breaks the floorboards beneath you.
With a natural 20, am I just immediately dead or?
The natural 20 is the only reason it dealt so much damage. You are currently now in a state of having to do death saves.
And I
mean,
refuse.
yeah. Oh.
Do you wish to have your character die?
Noodle!
If you don't want to say it out loud, you can send me a message.
Brain says, kinda, but also says, no, I don't know. We'll go with the death saves.
Okay.
Save.
Well, we'll let fate decide.
Do the death.
Please
save.
guide me.
Mm-hmm. So, if you go and deal all that damage to your character, you will be set into death saves mode on your sheet. Tell me once that's completed.
Ooh, failure, success, death saves.
Lovely. All right. So, we're going to go ahead and have you do the first of those now. I want you to just roll me a d20. No modifiers, no nothing. Just roll me a d20 and tell me the result.
20.
Well, damn.
Is that a nat 20?
That, huh?
That is a nat 20.
Easy.
Oh,
You got-
wow. Wait, huh?
Looks like you got luck.
Immediately stabilized.
Whoa.
That's not just immediately stabilized. That's
Oh, wait.
immediately back up with 1 HP.
Hold on.
He's not just
Oh.
stabilized, he's back in the fight.
He's
So what this man
He
sees
is the chosen
is
one.
he slams the table down, and I just stand back up. Is that what you're trying to say here?
Yep.
More or less, as this table is like slammed against you, you know, like you are like bleeding profusely, probably with all the broken bones. You suddenly, after having a moment of possibly meeting your maker, manage to get back up afterwards.
He bursts out through the floorboards.
God said no.
Whoa! Noodle!
Yes.
Do you
thought
mind
you would
rolling me
die.
an intimidation check at advantage?
As you're bursting back up through the floor.
How would I advantage this?
Just roll it twice.
You just roll it. Just roll it twice.
She's experienced in such matters.
She is the smart one between me and her.
Mm-hmm. But either way, Natsu, it's your first time seeing a carriage. Or not even a carriage, a wagon. You got me all saying carriage now. Ah!
Wow! What is that thing? Is that what they call the carriage or wagon thingy?
It's the box with the circles I was telling you about.
Oh! The box with circles. Ooh. I like it.
Noodle Boops struggles to climb up due to injuries.
Calico helps him climb up.
Struggles with both injuries and general lack of height.
Get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
There you go.
climb on top of the wagon, on top of the can of peas at the top, and lie down.
The canopy.
Yes, the giant can of peas covering the wagon.
Yes, you guys
are.
you're a wagon that's specifically about to bringing cans of peas, through various villages.
Get your peas here. Get your peas here. We got peas for everyone.
I'm imagining there's like the top of it is not even like, I guess, like fabric. It's like a picture, like a bed pillow fort, but it's all cans of peas.
It's a bunch of cans of peas in the shape of a wagon.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
This is our way of transportation.
And thus the true campaign begins. A mercantile campaign all about selling cans of peas.
I'm just nonchalant
It was
running
all
the
a
top of the
ruse.
canopy of the wagon as we go.
Mm-hmm. So, you getting on to the top of the canopy, just kind of relaxing. It's very soft up here. A pretty jacked up little kobold who's definitely somehow managed to survive quite the day, to say the least, for little Noodle
Powerful.
Doops.
If it's
Hey.
acceptable, I would like to take out my bedroll, put it on the ground, and point at Noodle Loops, be like, "You bed now."
I'm just gonna rest
Bed.
up here.
I hope she doesn't fall off of there.
Here's
I
hoping.
roll into the bedroll, turning
Yeah, that's
myself
gonna
into a
need-
burrito. A kobold burrito.
That's gonna need a serious
Yeah.
washing once I get it back.
Gotta love a kobold burrito.
You want me to join you down there? Is there room for one more?
How would you know that there is a bedroll down there?
I'm just peeking off the side.
Like you're poking from like the back or the front of the wagon.
Yeah.
So you're looking in. Firstly, before I go about that, Calico, what are you doing?
Yes. How does it look like inside?
Pretty bare bones. It's got wooden paneling on the left side for seats, almost like a bench of sorts. It looks like the seats can be
Okay.
lifted up for even more storage.
I guess Calico was just starting to get in after he helped Noodle in. So he kind of just jumps in and he finds a spot in a corner somewhere and he wraps his tail around himself and he starts meditating.
All right. So you get into another meditation. Natsu, you currently see a kobold burrito and a Sophia who has helped to create said kobold burrito by offering that of the tortilla of said burrito and that of a bedroll.
Is there room for one more in there?
Sophia looks at the bedroll. Maybe. Find out.
It starts
I
getting covered
flip
in
myself
blood.
into the wagon from the top, and I land on Sophia's lap. Hi.
You need a nap?
Can I just rest right here, please?
Do as you will. Sophia says, just kind of
Yay!
looking away.
Hmm.
So